Alright, so today we're going to be going out in the mangroves looking for mangrove pit vipers. We're here at the place where our boat driver is going to be picking us up from. As you can see, we've stocked up on refreshments. About to head out. Alright, they've just told us our boat is here.
Okay, have a good trip.
Alright. Alright, we've arrived at the dock. This is our boat we're taking today. Alright, get on. This is a smaller one than I went last time. Last time he had a huge one with a car engine on the back. This is only... Okay. It's quite shaky. One moment, I have to turn off the camera while we get out on the water. Okay. Alright, as you can see, the boat is very shaky. We almost just capsized over there when I stepped on it. Our drinks keep falling over. There's no cup holders. No cup holders. Our guy's pedaling us out away from shore. Then we're going to turn on the engines and head over into the mangroves. Alright, we're heading into this little smaller river that forks off from the big main one now. Hopefully we're going to be able to go real slow or maybe even turn off the engine. And what we're basically going to be doing is just cruising along the edges really slowly, looking in the trees and branches that overhang the water, because that's where a lot of snake species are going to be sleeping. We might be able to find mangrove snakes, but our main, well, mangrove snakes, retics, maybe golden tree snakes, all sorts of stuff, but our main goal is going to be the mangrove pit viper, which is supposed to be pretty common around here. Alright, we've just got into a really quiet and narrow part of the river. Our driver's turned off the engine and he's just slowly pedaling us along on by hand with a long stick. And we're just scanning the banks on the branches, hoping to find a snake sooner or later. Alright, so we were just cruising about, what, 10 minutes in? 20 minutes in?
Yeah.
And I spotted our first mangrove pit viper. It is a fairly decent sized one. I will try to zoom in. We'll try bring the boat closer in a moment too. Alright, so we've just pulled in. We've positioned the boat really close to the branch where it's on. I'm going to climb over there. I'm going to use a hook because these are known for having a very foul attitude towards humans. They're very defensive. And there's no antivenom in the area for these around here, so if I were to get bit, I'd definitely be in quite a pickle. I'm going to prepare to grab it the moment he starts to move. Well, this is, I'm pretty sure, a large female. I'm going to grab her the moment she starts to jump away. This is a quite tricky position for her to be in, but we definitely got her.
Oh, she's got a meal. She's got a big old meal in her belly.
I'm going to try to gently get her onto the hook. Oh. Whoa! Did you see that lunge? Alright. I'm gonna try to bring her over. Look at that beautiful snake. Back up a bit, I'm gonna come on the boat. This, guys, this is a mangrove pit viper. This was our target species for the area. We got it about 20 minutes into the search. I'm super excited. You can see this one's got a large meal and is being very defensive towards Chandler's leg. What a beautiful snake. I'm going to try get my hand on it again before it lunges and goes somewhere. As you can see. Wow, it is fat. Look at the size of this and the girth. I'm guessing a female. She doesn't look gravid, but she does have a large meal. That's probably a rat. In these mangrove forests, they have a lot of large rats that live in these trees. And what they'll do is they'll just sit on a branch that leads to either another tree or the water, and they'll wait in ambush for prey to come down and try and have a drink or get to another tree. And that's when they get them. Look at this beautiful head on this snake. She's got that beautiful light coloring on her cheek. Almost reminds me of some of the Wagler's vipers, the lips. What a fantastic animal. Now she's being quite cooperative considering she's a mangrove pit viper. These are known for being very snappy little fellows. I'm still going to be super careful because I would not want to get bit out here by one of these. It would definitely be a very serious bite. What a beautiful snake. So we've still got it on the boat. Chandler just got a short bit with it. Now we're going to look at it a bit longer before we release it right back on the branch where we caught it. Very beautiful specimen with that yellow checkered pattern on the lips. Being as slow and gentle as possible so I don't irritate her, because only an angry snake will bite. And they're quite variable, so depending on what part of the world, because they're spread all across a lot of areas in Southeast Asia wherever you can find suitable mangrove habitat, and depending on the exact location or country where they're from, their colors and patterns can actually vary quite a lot. Around this part of Thailand they're usually brown with patterns like this, but in some parts of Malaysia you can even get completely black ones or completely even greenish ones in some area. They're similar, they're in the same genus as the white-lipped viper, which we caught earlier this trip, although these are specially adapted for life in the mangroves. They have extremely keeled scales, and the patterns and colors are ideally suited for blending into this habitat on the mangroves where they live. And this one, despite them supposedly being very defensive, unfriendly snakes, oh, as you can see, she got a little bit spooked by the camera there. But overall, she's being a very good girl, behaving a lot more placid than I thought she would be. So I'm not going to push my luck with her. I'm going to let her go right back on this tree here where I caught her. And we're going to go see if we can find another one, or even a different species of snake as well. This is beautiful. Alright, so we've just let it go, and as he was going I was taking photos of him, and he was in a position where I just wanted to coax his head to be a little bit in a different way, and as I moved the handle of my snake hook there, he actually struck onto it, and to my surprise, a fang actually got perfectly stuck inside my snake hook. So what we can do, I gotta make sure I don't have any cuts or anything, we can gently pull this out and have ourselves a nice little souvenir from this herping trip. A mangrove viper fang. Neat stuff.
Oh yeah, now we have a good idea of what it's gonna feel like if we get bit.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Alright, so Chandler actually just spotted another one. This one is also very large, but much more beautifully colored than the previous one was. The previous one was really brown and dull, probably nearing a shed soon. But this one is quite the opposite. This one is bright, almost green on it, which is one of the color forms that are common around here. I'm just trying to get a few really nice photographs of it in its natural habitat. Look at this. Although they're believed to be a very defensive, or sometimes even called aggressive species, this one we just caught, what, 5 minutes ago? And he's just sitting on my arm, letting me interact with him. I'm not going to push it too far, because there is no anti-venom here for this species, and it's quite a potent venom, so if I were to get bit, it definitely would be bad news for me. Alright, well, we're going to let it go down here. We're going to put it on a low branch so he doesn't try to jump and possibly injure himself. But we're going to let it go right here where we found it. And away she goes. Alright, let's climb ourselves back to the boat. Our boat is right over there. Alright, getting back on the boat was not as easy as I thought, but I'm back on the boat. Chandler's back on the boat too.
You ready?
All good. Alright, so we've just finished cruising along the mangroves. We were only out there for maybe, what, 2 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
And we found two of our target species, well, 2 specimens of our target species for today, which was the mangrove pit viper. I found one, Chandler found one, fair split. It's getting really hot, I think I'm sunburned. We're gonna go back, chill at the hotel, and tonight we're gonna do some nighttime hunting.
Coconut ice cream.
Oh yeah, coconut ice cream.
David, am I sunburnt?
Yeah, you're sunburnt as hell.
Ooh, you know what they call that in Australia? Skin cancer.
Alright, let's get off this boat.